Okay, let's start working on the planning of the application. Let's see, let's say something uh, sharp fetch. Can we call it the dev roadmap, something like this. So then we can do something like, oops, uh, print basic m console. And after that, I think what will we be doing after this? In the super basic information console, maybe install vector.console package to by CLI. After this, I think we could be doing is add a panel kit to organize some data. JD, no, install them at line to create the basics of the CLI app. And let me watch my yes. I need. So anyway, let's continue. Maybe after installing that system with that command line package. Right? We can do could be creating basic, hitting the first option by command play icons or add color will be good. Having some issues. Oh, nice. Okay. Even if this doesn't work, I'm planning on maybe creating another stream, place with a better connection, and then we can have uh, this again. So adding the first option to my command to display icons or add color. Yep. I think, yeah, add for this, look for icons to display in, no, CLI output. something like that. Hope that's pretty clear. If not, you'll see in a moment. Okay, I think we can start right now with a program. So right now we're having the hello world. We don't need this. Maybe we can start going like console write line. Then I think, for example, we can create some variables. String user equal environment that username. Yep. Then string uh, host the environment that maybe it's the machine name. So let's see. Let's start with this super basic implementation and do something like, for example, user at host. Okay. So let's see if this is working. .NET run. I'm gonna run here separately in a terminal. And yes, we can see I'm getting the same as here. Okay. Add simple. Okay. I don't like the name being capitalized. Can I change that to string? Maybe we can give it some options. A format provider. And I don't wanna. You know what? Maybe we can work on that later. I think for now it's not that critical. But definitely I want to do something with. Or maybe this is the way it should be. I don't know. Okay. So let's continue. This is just the basics. Let's go with string. I think OS one. I'm gonna shut down the and you know what? This is a basic implementation I created before. Yeah, host username with description always description. Okay, I think we can do that. Always description environment that oh no was version that version string. Okay, this will not be for the description. This will be for version. Hey, hello. I hope you're enjoying the stream. This is the first ever stream that I have. So you're my first viewer ever. Okay, string OS description equals environment, something like rename new line OS version. I think it was something like here platform service versioning version string. No, no. I think we got it here somewhere. Oh, runtime information. Time information that was description. Same CW. Um, description to nope. Description always version. And now here always version. Yep. And I think and on run. Let's see what we got. Okay, there we go. We got the OS description. We got the OS version. Looking pretty good so far. Nothing too fancy. Maybe I can make this bigger. Better. Okay, let's see what else we got. Program. Oop. I think that's totally right. Maybe function. Yep. Get a and here we will do something like this. If runtime information that iOS platform, and then we will pass this enumerable. If time information that I is oops OS platform that Windows. Oh, you know what? Let me for time. Turn. Oops. If runtime information that is OS platform OS platform dot Linux, then again we'll just return Linux. Finally, if we are on Mac OS platform OS platform dot X, turn Mac it right. Yep. This. Yeah. Make this else if this one is, then finally else turn unknown OS. Okay. So now for the OS, okay, then we can do .9 like get OS name. That's it, right? What I did here, yeah, OS name. something like this. And we can go here and try running this. Let run. There we go. You can see the host and the username, the OS description, version, the OS. Maybe you can move this up here, OS first, and get the description and last version. Okay, so let's down a bit. And now I think this is pretty much what we want. But the next step will be to install Spectre console to make it look nicer. Okay, so let's go and try doing .NET add package Spectre that console. Oops, it is sharp. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm outside. I'm actually outside. Okay, so let me do this. Nope. Let me move this here. Yep. Whoop. Then code dash r. Yep. And then I will be good to continue working. Let's close this. We don't need this for now. But I think this is the wrong profile. No, it's C#. Okay. Exactly what I want. Ah, okay, yeah. There we go. So now let's do .NET add package. Oops, package vector that console. Yeah, there we go. Good. Let us open again PanMD and let me open this so you can visualize it better. Make this smaller and go back to program, side to side, and let's make this. We don't need to see this that big, that wide. So if you don't know what is Spectre console, it's actually an amazing project. The NuGet package created to create beautiful CLI applications, to make your regular or normal CLI applications or console applications, any kind of console applications, no, not only CLI, look like this, have some kind of graphics, like what we were used to see in movies or something like that. So we want to make our application a lot more beautiful. I don't like the way we are visualizing our output right now. This is pretty straightforward, but also pretty ugly. So we have created the project. We have added Spectre console. Now let us go to your console docs. And if we go into the search, you can do this by pressing Ctrl K or going to this search bar here. Let's type something like panel. It's a pretty crazy widget. So what this gives us is this border around our text, and this is what we want to do. We want to organize our data and just show it inside or within this panel. Okay, so we have here when to use this widget, and here is this is the way, I'm sorry, that we create the panel. We declare a variable called panel. You can type inside anything you want to be shown here at the title, and then you use this class, which is pretty much like console write line, but this is called nc console.write, which makes our output much more flexible to changes. So let me show you a pretty easy example. Let us add a panel. See if I can do this. Panel, new panel. We have to import. Oops, sorry. We have to import Spectre console. Let's say I do you know what? Let me get this. Let me put it inside here. Okay. Let's see console bright light panel. Let me comment this out and let's look if we can visualize the new panel. .NET Run. And there we go. We got our panel. We are displaying the information inside it. Yeah, we get a warning right now. Okay, this is pretty good, but what I want is that this is displayed like this, okay, within the border of the panel. So let me continue reading the documentation to see. Oh, here, there it is. Header information. So let me see. Let me try. Maybe let's remove this. Say header. Yep, something like this. And let us run the application again. Okay, no, this is not what we're expecting. Let me type something just to see. Hello world. Maybe this is affecting the way it is rendered. Yes, yes. As you can see now, we get the title. So we do need to have some content, some body here in panel in order to display the header. If we don't have anything here, the header will just not show, okay? Okay, that's good, that's good. We have made some progress. Now I want to justify its center. Let's do it that way. It's pretty straightforward. Just add a comma and then justify center. Yes. Oops. Justify center. Okay. Now let's see what else we can do. Border styles. Choose a bordered style to match your application visual tone. Square, rounded, heavy, or double. I always have liked rounded borders, so let's add that. That rounded border, okay? Like this. And yes. Now let's see the application running. Okay, I do like this. This is quite beautiful, but I still don't like that we are not getting the entirety of the title or the header being displayed. So let us continue watching at this. Square, rounded, heavy, double border. Okay. Remove border. We don't want that. I do like the border. Border color. Oh, let's add this. I do want color, so something like border color and color. Let's see the available colors. Blue, violet, chartreuse, cyan. Let's say cyan, okay? Whoops. Let's get it wrong. Cyan. Let's continue looking at, oh, padding. I love padding. I'm a web developer, mostly front end, and one thing that I've learned through my career is that padding makes everything look beautiful if you use it right, obviously. So this is getting a little bit bigger. So let's try to make it look nicer so you can read it well. Okay, let's jump. Then say what I was looking for. Oh yes, padding. So padding, control the space between content and border. So I'm gonna assume this will be X axis and Y axis. So maybe we can add something like 5. No, let's say 6 and 3. Maybe 2. Nice. Whoa, I think that's way too much, okay? I think that's way too much. Maybe 3 and 1. Okay, yeah, that looks cool. By the way, why is this kind of being violet? Didn't I say it's cyan? Is this cyan color? I thought cyan was kind of bluish. I think I gotta check on colors again. Yes, this looks so good. Look at this. This is looking nice. Okay, so let's continue looking at the documentation. What else we can say or we can do? Expanding to fill with. By default, panels with their content use expand to fill available with. I think we don't need this right now. Next with nesting content. Create visual hierarchy by placing panels inside panels. We don't need that right now. Tables, need it. Combining options. Panel support combining multiple styling options for rich displays. I think this is pretty much more advanced than what we need right now. So maybe we can go and let's see the text, how we can display text. And see console write line, console write, multi-line text. Yep, just like regular console write line, we can use the /n. Static members, use text empty and text new line for usable empty text and line spaces. Okay, new line and empty, that's quite useful. Justification left center. I think this is pretty much what we need. Or so I think. But let me see if do something. Overflow, styling, and add foreground color. The decorations, use decoration to emphasize text, bold, italic, underline, and strike through. Okay, no, we don't need that right now. Combine styles. No. Style construction, properties. No, this is for lines. No. Panel. Okay, I think we might be interested in this. This is text inside a panel. New style, foreground color, yellow header. Panel with. Okay, so we can do this inside the panel. Interesting. Whew. Okay, I thought this would be different, but it seems to be a little bit more challenging. So we do need to add this text inside, and how we can do string interpolation. Interesting. Let us try something. So we get the panel. Maybe. Yep, new text. Okay, so we can do. Nope. Let me snooze the suggestions. I don't like them. So we can say new text here. Say something like, oops, like OS is get OS name, comma here, right? Instead of description. Description. Does this need to be added using this? No, doesn't seem so. What is this complaining for? Okay, I'm just checking the stream settings. Okay, So OS description, and then we can say OS version, OS version by doing here. Okay, so it doesn't takes multiple text. Oof. Okay. Text in the table on this. Let me look for panel again. Widget. Let us see how we can add some data. Headers, yes, this by orders, layout, listing content. Okay, we need to add some rows. Maybe add rows, right? We got a row this. Panels and colors. But can a panel hold a row? That's something interesting. Building dashboards. Um, I need to find a way to add text into my panel, but I don't think this is working. Let me see if we do it this way. See what we get. Always Windows. Okay, that's nice. That's expected. But how can I add multiple text inside the panel? That's what I'm trying to understand. That's what I'm trying to get or to know. Layout pattern. Yeah, this is the same that we have already seen. Markup, padding. Okay. How can we add more? Maybe. Oh yeah, I think doing something like this. And then I don't like this, but for now I think this is okay. OS description. OS nope. Description /n OS version OS version is. And yes, even though for now this is what we want, kind of, I don't quite feel good with this. I don't like this. I don't want this, right? Don't need this. Okay, so far I think I have Skip this. We have installed Spectre Console package to beautify our application. And now we are adding a panel widget to organize system data. This is not going as expected, but we'll find a way. We'll find a way. We'll see. It's pretty common in software engineering. With behavior, yeah. Reading from collections. So layout, let us look at layout. Maybe this is, okay, this looks nice, but I don't think we are looking for something like this. Not yet. Bar, breakdown, calendar, JSON, canvas image, selection prompt and multi, select prompt, explanation, color reference, markup reference. Okay, so panel widget. For example, I want to know how we can achieve this. And you'll see this must be something pretty easy to do. And it's just me that I still don't know how to do it, but you'll see. I think we'll figure it out in a minute or maybe in the next session. Doesn't matter right now. Okay, I think for now this is okay. So for now we'll say this has been accomplished, okay? Add a panel widget to organize the system data. Now let's install system command line package to create the basics of the CLI application. I think we can get rid of this, right? Yes. Version, description, get OS name, and host. Okay. I think we can get rid of this. And if you don't know what is the system command line is a Microsoft package. It's not that old. It's pretty young, we could say, but it is perfect to create CLI applications. So if you want to learn more about it, you can go into Microsoft Learn and go to System Command Line. You can take a look at the overview. I am checking here the commands option arguments because that's what we're gonna be needing. So following this, we can install the command line with this command .NET add package system.command line. Go. There we go. Now we initialize our application, our CLI application, by adding the root command, okay? So let me do it here. It's gonna get a little bit messy, but just bear with me a little. Var root command, whoops, command equals new command. I think we can call this sharp. Oh, sharp fetch. Okay. So this is the way to add the simplest root command. And at the end of our application, you'll be adding something like return root command that invoke. Now it was, let me look at the commands, blah, blah, blah. No. Take a look at, I think we have something, okay sync. It was something like this, but here I got something. What I had here was And this is the set action. Oh yes, bars. Oops. Arguments. Args. Then invoke it. Okay. So now we can go into our terminal and do something like .NET run dash dash help. Okay, it seems that it hasn't been initialized as I was expecting. Most interesting, that's my bad. That's on me. That's on me. Let me take a look at this and then invoke. Yes, I don't know why it's not working. Help. Okay, yeah, this is the help, but from the .NET tool. From dash dash and dash dash help. But it says it's an unrecognized command or argument. Okay. Let me take a look. What am I missing? Example. Yeah, we don't need any other command. Okay, maybe let's try adding a action root command that set action parse argue. Then let's just say nc oops console that markup. And you can say something old and blue flow from CLI from our patch. Then we can add this. This is like was HTML. And then let us comment this out so we don't get anything else printing on the console. .NET run dash dash hello from sharp patch. Okay, now let me check if we can get we still can't get this. Let me see if it because it's bondage. Nope. Dash dash h. Okay, so for some reason I'm not getting the help command. That's a default command when you create any kind of CLI application using system command line. Maybe let me look at something. Yes, project. Yeah, we do have system command line installed, so I don't get why we're not getting the help command. So it must be something pretty dumb. I know, that's always the case. So well, anyways, now you see that we run .NET run dash dash. When we run this, we trigger this action to print this. So what if instead of doing this, we do something like what we had here before previously. So nc console. Yeah, right now this is yelling because panel does not exist at the moment of running this command. So instead of printing it here, we want to set the root command to make the action nc console, right? panel, okay? So this should write the panel. .NET run dash dash. And there we go. That's beautiful. Okay, so we get our username, our host, we get our OS, which is Windows, get the OS description, and then we get the OS version. This is beautiful. So I think we can say that now have achieved this and mark this out. Now, what's the next step? Look for icons to display in CLI output. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. So let's go and look for something like nerd fonts all leaves leaf icons, something like this. Let's try going to the nerd font official website. I think this one is pretty good. So in order to be able to watch or look at these symbols in your application, you will need to install a nerd font. Which one? Well, you can choose any one you like, any font you like. You can go and let me. Yep. So here you can look for some of the most amazing fonts, which let you visualize ligatures. One that I recommend will be Fira. Fira. You can use Fira Code Nerd Font, Fira Mono Nerd Font. Oh, this is lovely. I love Gizmodo. I really got in love since the first time I looked it in the Vercel repository. It is beautiful. Also, we got Cascadia, which was one. Oh, Cascadia. I don't cannot see it. Yeah. Oh, Cascadia. Cascade. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Sorry. Oh my god. Yeah. Well. Anyways, you can go with Cascadia Code, Cascadia Mono, any font that you find most beautiful, most interesting. You should go and download in order to follow along with the next step if you want to replicate this. So alt font glyphs. I'm sorry. So let's look for something for the user. I like this one. Okay. So let me see. And you see it here. Where is it? Where is it? Yep. Okay. Maybe. Okay, let's look at server. Oh, I love this one. I think we can use this. Maybe put that here. OS description. No, get OS. Okay. This. Whoops. Windows, Linux, or macOS. Okay. Right now I'm doing it this way. Obviously, we're gonna change this. This is not clean by any way, by any means. Let's see something like version. Okay. Say number. I think we can go with this one for version. OS version. Okay. Description. Text. Something is. Yeah, I think we can go with this one. OS description, OS. Oh yes, these do not belong here. I'm sorry. My bad. That's on me. That's on me. This icon. Whoops. Is from here, and this should go here. OS. Okay. OS. Nope. OS description and also OS version. I don't quite like this one, but let's go with this for now. And I think now we can go and say something like .NET. Oops. Let run dash dash. Okay. Oh yeah, beautiful. As you can see now, we are displaying the user along with username, the server for OS, this file for OS description, and this number for OS version. So you can use any icon, any glyph icon that you like. Anyway, even you can use emojis. For example, for this one, let's go and server in. Yeah, let's use this one, and I think we should be good and be able to display this. Yes, and as you can see, we can see the emoji here being displayed. I like this style, with this kind of more machine oldie style. I really like it, so I'm gonna keep it with this style. Also, we can make this. I think we can give a space here, and the host. We don't want to add anything for the host. I think this is good. And now, look for icons to display in the CLI output. We can say, yes, this is a win. Now, adding the first option to my command to display icons or add color. So, interesting. For this, we need to add something besides the root command. We can do a bar option. Let's say icon option, for example, equals new option. I think the way of doing it is, no icon, for example. You can say no icon. And I think this must be a boolean. Let us look at the description better. So let's, nope, option. Yep, okay. So this is how we define options. Option, the type, the number of the option, and how we can call this option. So no icon. I think this will be the way. I don't want RBB8. And now let's add something simple like a description. Say whether to display icons or not. And then we default factory, we can say true, okay? Because we want to always add icons. What's it? Okay. Interesting. Parse result. Then okay. Interesting. We need to parse the result and then send back true. Okay, so I think .NET run dash 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 help. Nope, still run that. Okay, no. .NET run. And let's see how we can use this. Okay, we need to add the option to root command. Global options. Okay, verbose option, build command, test command. The verbosity option. No thanks. Required options, required true. Okay, anyways. So let me look at this. Say good command that options that add and then say icon option. Oh, so now let me see how we can actually use this option. I think I have created before an application CLI underscore apps sys. So cat program. Oh, cat program. And I can see process command, new command, blah blah blah. Yep. Set action, parse result. File argument. No, but I want to see how we can. Yes, this is the way. So in the set action for my command, I think we can say something like bool show icons equals parse result that icon get value. But no, this is not okay. Parse argument. Copy directly. Then say something like get value from icon option. Yep. If we don't get this, let's say true, okay? Okay. Seems that we cannot do that. And let's just say and see just to see if this is working right. Show icons, do string interpolation and say show icons, okay? Let's see if this is working. Let's move to this. And there we go. We can see this is working fine. So now I think what we actually do, we're gonna do some duplication of code. Do not worry. Bar panel, blah 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 blah. Okay. We're gonna refactor this later. Panel, and let's call it no icons to panel. And then let's just manually remove every icon that we put before. And let's remove this one. Now, as crazy as this sounds, I think I can do something like if show icons, then and see that. Let me look at what was it. And see console right away. And see console dot write, and we will pass the panel. Otherwise, else, oops, nc console.write panel no icons. Okay, so if show icons is true, we're gonna pass the panel which contains the system data with the icons displayed. But if show icons is false, we're gonna pass the panel with no icons, which we manually remove. That's okay. That's working fine, or at least should be working. Let's see. No icons true. No, false. Yes. You know what? I'm actually wrong because the way this is described, this should be false because we're saying no icon. Okay. So let us see this again. .NET dash dash false. Okay, let's see. True. Okay, I think the way that I have decided it is not understandable. I get it. I get it. I would love to not have to pass this, just saying no icon or nothing. So let me see what I can do. So yeah, whether to display icons or not. Let me see if I can .NET run dash 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 help. Do we get something? No. Man, I don't get why. .NET run. If somebody knows why I'm not getting the help command from our CLI, please type in the chat because I'm pretty lost right now. So now maybe we can do something like let us watch the documentation, set action, play option. When you configure an option, you specify the option name including the prefix. I don't want a prefix, so I didn't define it. That's okay. That shouldn't be the cause of the issue. First level subcommand. Okay. So let me look at arguments. My control, I get icons. No icon false. Get no icons. I don't type anything here. I get icons. If I don't pass this option, I get no icons. So I think this is gift. Say this is true. Okay. Let us look at this. Yeah, I get icons. Then no icons. Oh, sorry. Well, you know what? Let me name this no icons. See, it's plural. We get many icons. Oh my god. What am I missing? What am I doing wrong? .NET run dash dash. Okay, I get icons, right? I get icons. .NET run dash 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 no. Icons. Yep, no icons. That's it. But I get icons. I say true. Whoop. I say false. Huh. Okay. Maybe it's not an option what I need. Maybe be an argument. That's what I was looking for. For example, many options are implicitly Boolean parameters with a default of true. When the option name is the command line, the following command line examples are equivalent or errors. Okay, now, out of the scope, order of options and arguments. When an argument is an unnamed parameter that can be passed to a command, the following example shows an argument for the real command. Okay, let me just see if I can add the argument. Maybe this makes it different. Icon are blah, 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 argument I bold icons. Okay, maybe. Then just say arguments icon argument. Okay. Now let's this and let's remove this for now. Let's just comment it out. Okay. Icon argument maybe. So let's see if something changes. .NET run dash dash. So we do get icons. .NET run dash 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 no icons. Okay. Oh man. False. Oops. I need to capitalize it. Oh, so it seems it's parse argument, get value, icon argument. Okay, this is not going as expected for now. But anyways, I think we can go back all the way and leave it as we had it. The option. Panel icons, blah 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 blah. To be true. I think this was pretty much better. .NET run dash dash no icons true. Oh, I there we go. Oh man, I'm all mixed up with this true and false thing. I'm sorry, guys. It's always these things that makes you know like fail the most. So right now we have added our first option to my command to display icons or add color. As for now, I think let me this and say 1 1. I will see what do we get. Let's remove padding if check if this is better. Oh, padding was doing nothing. Okay, I think 1 was it's the default padding. Let's see if I can do something like 0 and 0. No, seems that padding here is doing nothing. It is doing the same as me. Nothing. Okay. So far, this is what we get. I really like this. That's what I want to say. True. Yeah. So right now we are printing the icons um using our option no icons, which is mixed up. It's not quite using the right logic, but that's on me. That's on me. That's not on the way of the application. Ooh. Okay, that's on me. Worry. 1 1. Maybe we make this. Oh, see? Yeah, I like this more. 2 and 1. That's okay. So maybe right now I think it's time to ask for some help to AI. Gonna use open code, and this is pretty common also. I think that now we can use AI to leverage its power. I think we should do it. Obviously, always trying to learn. If you are a beginner, try use AI first to learn from it rather than make it do your work. Like right now, I haven't coded a CLI by myself, so I'm getting a lot of issues. I'm gonna ask the AI, for example, how can I create an option that I can only type the name of the option and, for example, display the icons. If I don't type it, make the icons display. That's the first. I think second, which one will be? I think we can start right there, Hi. Oh. Hi. I'm coding a CLI application pretty much like neo fetch with C# and .NET. I'm having some issues with the options. I created a no icon option to make it hide or display icons based on if the user calls option. It is a boolean, so right now it needs to get uh, true or false to correctly no to display the icons not. But how can I make yeah make the user types or passes only the option name without adding the value, the boolean value, then display or hide the icons. Please act as my software engineering tutor and guide me step by step to achieve this. And let's run it. Right now I'm running in plan mode, so Opus do not create any kind of file because I want to do that myself. I want to learn. I want to know what am I doing wrong, how can I improve it, and that's why we use AI, so we can learn and we can improve. So as you can see, we're getting a lot of information here. Okay, well, blah 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 blah. Let's go slowly, step by step. I'd be happy to help you to implement a proper Boolean flag for your CLI application. This is a common pattern in CLI tools where flags like no icon act as switches without requiring explicit true false values. Yeah, that's what we want to achieve. Let me first understand your current setup, blah blah blah. He's reading the data, reading our files. Perfect. I can see you're using system command line, which is an excellent choice for CLI applications. I've identified the issues and can guide you through the solution step by step. Current issues I spotted. Line 8. Your option is option bold, which require value. Okay. Line 40 to 43. The logic is inverted. When show icons is true, you show icons, but no icons should hide them. Okay. I told you that's on me. Options naming no icons suggested should disable icons when present. Yeah. Here's what we need to change to make no icons work as flag without requiring true false. So instead of with arity 0, what's that? Let me see if I can find something here. With the arity. Oh, okay. Argumentality 0 or 1. Okay. 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 Arity. Okay. And then fix the default value. Set the default value to false, meaning icons are shown by default. Fix the logic, invert the logic, it present true, blah 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 blah. Here's what the correct code should look like. Okay, so new option bool, so current lines 8 to 12. Let's go to our code. Lines 8, our icon option, new option of bool, no icons. Yep. Description, blah 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 blah, and parse false. Okay, so this is correct. Oh no, should become a new option bool, no icons. Okay, so instead of giving it a default value factory, we should do arity equals argument arity dot 0 or none. Oh, 0 or 1, I'm sorry. I do 0. Yep, 0. Not 0 or 1. And the logic for lines 38 through 49 will become if, okay, the name to, yeah, makes more sense, hide icons. Then panel no icons, change it to panel icons, blah 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 blah. Just panel. Okay. How it will work after these changes should be working fine. Weather, okay, 910. We're missing an H here. Oops, whether to display icons or not. Okay. I think we can run this here. .NET run dash dash. Okay, now we are getting icons, and let's say .NET run dash 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 no icons. And there we go. That's exactly what we were looking for. When we just run the CLI, we are getting the default value of icons. And when we pass the no icons options, we get just the plain text without any icon. This is amazing, and this is exactly what you wanna use AI for, to teach you more than making your work or doing your job. You want that maybe when you're more experienced. For example, me, I have many years of coding and I still do a lot of dumb mistakes. For example, these true false thing, I can't believe it was embarrassing, but you can see it happens to all of us, even if you have 5, 6, 7, 10 years in software engineering coding. This is the kind of thing that happens all the time. Okay, so now I want to know why, for example, when I run .NET, oops, .NET run help, I am not getting the help command, which is default to any CLI application when you use system command line. I'm also using system, no. As you saw, you noticed, I'm using system blah 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 system command line NuGet package create CLI. But one issue I'm getting right now is that I cannot display the help default help menu CLI when running .NET run help command. Can you help me troubleshooting this issue? I'm running all of these in plan mode, so Claude doesn't write any file for me. I want to code it myself. That's why we're doing all this. So now, right now, it is thinking. Gonna take a little bit of time. Maybe it's gonna try to run the command by itself. Let's give it some time. So guys, I thank you a lot for being here in the stream. This is my first stream ever, so I know there will be a lot of mistake, a lot of issues. I'm not a English native speaker, so you will also notice a lot of issues in the way that I speak. But thank you for being here. All of this code that I'm writing right now, I'm gonna upload it to my GitHub, and I'm gonna leave the link down in the description so you can get it and you can do your own CLI app. So let's see what it's saying. Good catch. Let's troubleshoot why. The help option isn't working. I can see a potential issue for your code already, but let me verify the behavior and explain what's happening. Looking at your program 38 to 51, I can see the issue. Yep. The problem is that set actions override the default handler. Okay. And your action always execute regardless of whatever help is requested. Okay. The help handler is part of the default behavior, but your custom action bypasses it. Okay, so by defining this, I overridden the default implementation of set action. Okay, that was a big mistake. Why this happens? System command line has built-in help handling, but when you use set action, you're replacing the entire command execution logic. The help system still parses help, but then your action runs away. Solution 1. Use set handler instead of set action recommended. This is the modern recommended approach. Set handler properly integrates with the help system. Okay, I didn't knew that. I didn't knew I should use set handler. Return await, blah blah blah. It changes, replace set action with set handler. pass the option as a parameter to set handler, change parse argument to invoke args or invoke args. Make main return task int if using invoke async. Okay. Manually check for help flag. I don't like this, so we're not gonna be using this. My recommendation, I recommend the solution one because it's the modern API designed for system command line, properly integrates with help version and other built-in features, cleaner separation of concerns, and better type safety with parameter binding. Okay, so from lines 38 to 50 something, I have to change this, right? So let's go to root command. Let's close this. Set handler. You 100% sure this is okay. Let me look for this. Set. Oh, root command set. Oh, set action. I can see set action, but not set handler. Interesting. Okay, yeah, file, blah blah blah. Part result. Custom parsers action. Not set handler. Okay, so it seems that the that Claude was looking at an older version. Actually, that handler is not supported. That's also pretty common. You should always check for documentation because right now I'm trying to use a headset handler, but as you can see, we just have set action. Okay. So let's do one thing. Let's look at yeah, you can see here. The command set handler method was renamed to set action. The command handler property was renamed to set action. Option was extended with option that action. Okay. Okay. So maybe what can we pass to AI? Maybe the overview? Let's try. I think uh, the set handler is now deprecated and we should use set action. Could you give it a check on Microsoft official oops documentation here? So it seems that this was not an option. We cannot be using set handler because that's been deprecated. So set action was quite, it was actually right. So let's see how OpenCode is using one of the skills that contained, which is the Microsoft Learn skill. Yes, set action is the current recommended API. Now it's going to investigate the help issue. Okay, according to Microsoft Docs, parse result, as discussed earlier, when blah, 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 blah. Yep. So, what is changing here? Parse, get value, icon options. Hmm. Parse, invoke pattern, it's correct. Okay, so it seemed this guy was doing the, will be doing the trick. Action, then blah 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 blah. Turn 0. Come on, can't be that easy, right? .NET run dash 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 help. Seems that it's not that easy. Oh, I'm sorry. 0, not -0. No, still we can't. Why is it? Change this to this root command. Set action. Parse. Oh, parse arguments. Maybe to parse result. This should not be doing anything because this is just the name of the parameter. Full hide icons, parse result, get value icon option. If hide icons, then final no icons, and then right panel. Yes. And then return 0. And that's what we're doing. 5 line 51 is already correct. With command parse args invoke. Fix the logic version when flag is true, hide icons. Let me look at this. So let's go from the beginning. .NET run. This should display icons, right? Yep. .NET run. No icons. No icons. That's good. We're doing good. So .NET run help. We're not getting the help anyways. Yes, this is it, right? .NET run dash 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 help. Still not getting the help menu. You give it a check to program CS. Now I'm gonna put it in build mode so it uh, goes over and over until it finds a solution. So now it's thinking, it must be trying to find the issue because I've added the but still not getting that help. I'm not sure. I think the issue those lays in here in the set action as it said before. Root command, that's okay. Icon option, yep. Root command. Seems that everything's good. Uh-huh. Uh what? Oh my god. So the issue was that I called this command not root command. So I was using a regular command to run the application and not the root command, which this root command is the one that contains the help command or help screen. If we go in here, executable path, well, maybe we don't see it here. Maybe you have to go to command. Nope, doesn't seem so. But the thing is that root command contains the default values for help screen. And I was using a regular command, .NET run -- help. Yes, there we go. Now we have description, nothing, got sharpfetch, usage, sharpfetch, and pass options. Options, we have no icons. And then we have version and these for help. Let's try the default option version. You can see our application is on version 1.01.1. Oh, I'm sorry, 1.0.0. So now this is what was not working before, Format SD. Oh, necessary using Go. Be gone. So I made the mistake to call this command instead of root command. You need to be using the root command to be able to call into version and help. So that was my bad. Okay, guys. So now let's go back and review. .NET run. We get the system data. We get the host name. We get the we get the username, the host name. We got our OS. We got the description, OS description, and the OS version. We get these pretty nice icons. We are using the panel courtesy of Spectre Console. And if we say .NET run no icons, we remove the icons and we get just the plain information of the system. That's amazing. That's exactly what we were looking for to achieve in this first stream. So guys, as you can see here, the intent of this application is to make it cross-platform so you can use it on Windows, Linux, Mac OS. But we will be working on that in the next streams. For this first stream, I was just looking to make it work, not make it perfect. As you can see, we got a lot of duplication here and here. This is not what we want. Also, I don't like the way we define this text. Maybe we will try to make it cleaner and add rows, maybe tables, something to make it look more beautiful. But that's gonna be on the next stream. And as I told you, I'm gonna put the code into a GitHub repository so that you can give it a check and you can fork it. You can make your own contributions if you want. I'm gonna give them a check. And again, I thank you for being here, guys. This is my first stream ever. I wanna continue streaming maybe twice or 3 times a week. I hope I can keep the pace and be consistent. So guys, this is not all for the application. We will be continue working on this application. We will make it more beautiful, more extendable. We will add more arguments, more options. We're gonna add some color to this text, and maybe even adding the logo of the OS that we are in. That will be crazy. So guys, thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. Subscribe so you can get the notification when I do my stream again. I hope to be streaming tomorrow, maybe at 2 3 p.m. I hope. In case not, maybe until Saturday will be my next stream. So my aim is to stream tomorrow, but if not, then we will be having the next stream on Saturday. Thank you so much, guys. Peace out and keep coding.